Hey, what's going on, everybody? Dylan with Dylan Talks Tone, and today is ES335 day. We're going to put new pickups and new wiring in the Epiphone inspired by Gibson 335. So let me show you what I got. I made a set of center punches. These are not even wax potted yet. So we're going to wax pot these this morning as soon as the wax gets hot. I've got that over here heating up. And as soon as that is ready to go, we'll get this guitar swapped out. I think first though, we need to get it out of the gig bag and let's get the old stuff out and see what's in there. See how good it really is, because it's supposed to be improved. Yeah, let's get that started first. Right, still working on my first cup of coffee. Let's get this thing apart, shall we? This will be the easy part. The hard part's going to be getting it all back in there. This won't be any big deal at all whatsoever. I say that now, but I have confidence this is going to be cool. Let's get the guitar out of the way, and I'm going to show you the components themselves. Okay, so these are CTS 500K pots. I do not like the taper on them, however, but you know, they're not terrible. If you bought one of these guitars, you could probably leave it alone. And you know how I feel about capacitors. This capacitor is fine. It's totally fine. I think the problem with this guitar is the pickups. I'm not a fan of them. But as far as the wiring goes, even the switch is really good, which is cool because Jimmy told me because of inventory and time frame for this project that I might have to reuse this switch. So no, this is a good switch, totally fine. It's not a Switchcraft, but this is the same one they're using in Gibsons. So that's pretty cool. The screwed together one, it's not the glued together one. So that's cool. We're obviously gonna get rid of the Epiphone output jack. It says Epiphone right on it. It's kind of wild. And that's that. Now let's look at these pickups. Designed by Epiphone. And so I tell you what, just for fun, let's take them apart and see what's inside. All right, so there will be a level of destruction involved here, but it's all for science. So let's go ahead and pop this cover. Oh, look at that. Zebra bobbins and all. They are wax potted. All right, let's rip this thing apart. Ooh, it's even got the maple tone spacer in there. It's not good if it doesn't have the maple tone spacer. 3.8K, so this is supposed to be pretty much like a PAF. An Alnico 5 PAF, because that's an actual Alnico 5 magnet. So these are actually decent humbuckers, but now let's take it to the next level. And 3.8K times 2, so you're going to be looking at like 7.4, something like that. So it's pretty low output. Let's see what kind of wire is on here. Yeah, it's not going back together, we don't care. That is 42 single poly just like I use. So decent stuff. And decent pickups, really. Or it used to be. They just don't sound that good. It's probably just because of whine patterns and other various magic mojo that they don't do at Epiphone. But these are actually pretty good pickups as far as the hardware goes. Nickel base plates. Yeah, it's kind of cool just to see what's inside. Alright, well, let's clean up this mess and get this thing back together. Okay, so Leslie's having a meeting inside right now. So we will just go over this Jimmy Page stuff. I just want to show this to you real quick. This is the Jimmy Page wiring harness from Jersey Shore Guitar Garage. And it's pretty cool because he puts it on this little card. It's got a little color-coded stuff. There's little marks so you know where to solder whatever. This kit comes with the pots and caps, and he sells another, like a separate wiring harness for like the switch and the output jack and all that, which I did not purchase from him because I had most of those parts. So I'm going to use, this is from the guitar, so this is basically the wires are wires, has nothing to do with the tone. All the business is right here. So we're going to use the switch, which is good. And I got rid of the junky output jack, and we're going to put a pure tone output jack on there. Pure tone output jacks are awesome. I'll leave a link to them down below. They work really, really well. Okay, so as you can see here, we've got push pots, which is sweet, one of his options, and paper and oil caps, which I don't really care, but he said, let's do all the things on this particular, so you know what's available from him. And then see these color codes: North Start, South Start, Series Link, Bridge, and Neck. So those will be from the switch. This is pretty stinking cool. We're gonna go ahead and put this all together. As soon as Leslie's done with her meeting, we will shoot that, and then we're gonna use all this stuff with it and put it all together. So I'll get this kind of all built up, and then we'll figure out how we're gonna string it inside that guitar. That's gonna be the fun part. Okay, so I got the pickups fitted to the guitar, and we need to, their wires are all sticking out. And now the next thing is gonna be wiring the switch to the harness and then cramming it all in there. So let's get going on that whole situation. So we got it all back together. I'm not gonna lie, I was gonna do a bunch of like how to get it in there and everything, but it went like an F-hole guitar was expected to go. It was a pain in the butt. So I got it all in there. They're just a bit of a thing, you know. But let me show you what we've got now that it's done. Our center punch humbuckers from Dylan Talks Tone, link below. And we also have the Jersey Shore Guitar Garage wiring harness in here, link below. And these are 4 push pots with those paper and oil caps that I showed you earlier. There's 21 tones here because this is the Jimmy Page thing. I don't remember what they all are, but I'll show you the ones that I like and I think is cool, and some of the main ones, and then you can get a bunch of combinations from it. This is going to coil split the neck pickup, and we're going to talk about that because our center punch pickup doesn't really volume drop when you coil split it, which is like a huge deal. This is going to coil split the bridge pickup. This is it's like a blow switch. This is going to put both pickups in series. So 2 humbuckers in series is pretty cool. And that actually defaults. It doesn't matter where the switch is. That'll actually just default to that. This is out of phase. And it works in any of the positions really. So, well, the out of phase has to be in the middle obviously, but you can do it with single coils or humbuckers. So let's just get into going through this and showing you some of these sounds, because these pickups are so good, and then you start to coil split them and stuff, and well, you'll just see. Let's start. Oh, and I guess I should tell you, about the rest of the rig. So we have our runway audio cable, because I only use runway audio cables. There's a link to those below as well. Going into the pedal board, but the only thing I'm using on the pedal board is the reverb, because my Marshall Origin 20 does not have reverb. So we're just using the Electro Harmonix Canyons reverb. We're going into the Focusrite 18i8, and I'm actually just recording with GarageBand. So pretty simple setup. And when we do this, I'll just say, you won't see me going over there messing with stuff. There's not going to be anything in post, no adjustments, nothing. So what you hear is what you hear. Yeah, because I don't want you to think that we're going in there and raising volumes and lowering volumes, because the whole point of these center punch pickups is they don't do that. So just watch this. That's the neck humbucker. So you're getting the tonal change of the coil split to not coil split, but it's not a huge volume drop. And that's the way we wind those pickups, and I'm super proud of that. This is the middle position. Okay, so that's normal middle position parallel. Now this is where this wiring harness gets into some fun stuff. Let's go ahead and coil split both pickups. And now we have like a middle position telly. Obviously not as twangy because it's not a telly. Now let's go ahead and, since we're in the middle position, let's click this bottom tone knob and get a little out of phase. Now that's single coils out of phase. So now let's push those buttons down for, let's get these coil splits undone, back into humbucker mode, for your Peter Green kind of humbuckers out of phase sound. Kind of cool. It's got that like cocked-wah situation. Now, we've got our middle position humbuckers, right? Now let's push this bottom tone knob and get both of those humbuckers in series. See how it starts to break up a little bit, because we are just hitting the amp super hard with both pickups in a row. 20 watt amp at about 60% power. It's going to start breaking up when you hit it that hard. Back to parallel. Super sweet, right? Move on to the bridge pickup. Let's coil split it. So we're getting all that stuff with no volume drops, no major, I mean, I'm not having to re-EQ anything. I'm not having to reset levels. Now, the only thing that you might want to be careful with is that series thing, because it will hit the amp a lot harder, because both humbuckers in a row is not a normal setting that we usually use. But I really like it. And it's in a situation where it's like a blow switch. So even if we're just on the bridge position and we hit that humbucker series button, it brings in the neck pickup in series. So it's kind of a blow switch. So that's pretty cool. This guitar is really cool, and these pickups are fantastic. If you want to coil split, this is the way to go, because you're not going to end up with that huge volume drop. It makes it super versatile. This guitar turned out really, really awesome. I am very, very stoked on it. What a great starting point for $600. You know, even with the mods here, you're not approaching Gibson 335 money, and it's a great guitar. I'm super, super stoked on it. It's actually going to go to its new owner this weekend, and he is going to love it too. So this is such a cool thing. Make sure you check out the links below. Obviously, Dylan Talks Tone for the pickups, Jersey Shore Guitar Garage for the wiring, and of course, Runaway Audio. If you use Dylan Talks Tone as a discount code at the link below to Runaway Audio, you get 10% off your cables. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, man. I really, really dig this. Thanks for hanging out. And for this crazy project, we have another one. I got a Schecter with a Sustainiac pickup in it, and that is going to be super fun. So make sure you subscribe and like, because our next few videos are going to be using a Sustainiac. And we're going to talk about how it works and all that kind of stuff. So make sure you like and subscribe and hit the little bell next to it. We'll see you soon.